Hello everybody and welcome back to my Jungle France series. I had to turn the music down because I actually got a copyright strike on my last video, which makes no sense to me because while this game has amazing music throughout, it's not the point of the video. It was quiet and I was talking over it the whole time, so it's not like anybody could even hear it. But enough with the negativity. I can't thank you guys enough for all the positive support you've been giving. And I am excited to get back into it to see how Shaka handles the fact that he feels we forward settled him and we were flippant. Also, I was looking at the map and I'm thinking that somewhere up here would not be the best expand, but it would be a way to connect the bottom part of the empire to what would be the future expands. You know, I can see 1, 2 here. Uh, Maybe more, maybe up here, maybe over here, I don't know. But anyways, we'll get this ball rolling. For that reason, I'm probably going to want to settle that sooner rather than later, just because it is near Hiawatha. And I've seen the AI do some pretty weird things, like if we settle here, still push a settler or a settler past and settle new lands. So I'm not sure to what extent I want to commit to all that expansion before the National College, but I do think at least getting the one out would be good. When you're playing Liberty, typically the mountains aren't as important, I don't think. So I might actually settle here just to get these tiles into my borders as soon as possible. Anyways, kind of getting ahead of myself there, so let's deal with the present. We are up to 2 pop in this city. We do want the city to grow, but right now not too fast. Let me recheck what's going on in the worker department. This scout is coming down. Let's see. Kind of want to keep a beeline. So I think that's how I'll do it there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's perfect. So yeah, we'll have these guys come up here to this camp, clear that out, get some eyes on the area, and then after this library, maybe we build another city. Well, I don't want to build the city. I don't want to build the next settler too quick. I do need the population of this city to get... Oh, there we go. There's the denouncement. And this is really nice because we had a city-state that wanted us to denounce them. And now we can without penalty. And there's a pantheon. Okay, lots going on all of a sudden. So let me look at this. If we denounce the Zulus, which would provoke them to attack us, which means we could go to war with them without penalty, diplomatic penalty, I should say. Let's see. They would give us culture because we're friendly. And we're not doing the greatest in the race, but with the extra culture we'd get from that and with 2 monuments coming online, I think we'd have a chance to get it. So let's go ahead and just do that. And I don't see a need to trade embassies back. Usually I do after getting denounced just to try to repair the gap, but I don't want to repair this gap. I kind of want him to take it too far. So, looking at the lands we have and our eyeballing in the future, the one thing I see is lots and lots and lots of citrus and some bananas. So I really do think God of the Sun is the way to go. It's Emperor, so, I mean, faith-wise, we were pretty late to the Pantheon game. So I don't see us getting a religion anyways. The downside to not getting faith from our Pantheon is that we're going to have to find a way to rack up some faith long term just to be able to purchase some things. But that's neither here nor there at this moment. It's just something to keep in mind. Let's go with the Sun God. And having done so, let's re-examine our tile distribution. Alright, so that worker is working on the horses, and afterwards we'll probably come over to work on the citrus. Just because it's going to be the easiest way to put things online. Yeah. It's unfortunate we can't just come down to the cotton since they're right there, but and I'm not eager to strip the force off that. But anyways, so we don't want to grow too quickly at the moment. But we do want the capital to be able to grow. Because if we're going to be spitting out extra settlers, we're going to be slowed down. Actually, right now we got access to the banana tile if we're willing to buy it. But I think it's too soon. Let's get the happiness stabilized first. So what I might do is I might switch this tile here, finish the, I don't know if that'll finish up the library quicker. No, it's not that important that it does. But then maybe we also build a granary, because the granary will also contribute to the hammers of our settler indirectly. And then in between building settlers, it'll kind of be like a stunted growth, you know what I mean? So let's see here. Or it might be worth it to buy the banana tile now. It would be 4 food, and then we could grow to a 5 pop real quick. But that's, yeah, we got this city. Lyon's gonna grow first, and that's gonna put us into unhappiness for a little while. So for now, let's just do this. And I never did address that. I meant to lock this in here. Did that city grow this turn, or was it last turn? I think it was last turn. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Actually, with the upcoming unhappiness, let's just stick to this. Maybe getting that monument out. Well, I shouldn't say that. I didn't actually look if it would come out of turn sooner. 6 versus 8. Yeah, okay. That'll help us win that culture race. So that's okay for the time being. And this is going to be the city that grows to 2 pop first. So for now, let's just do it that way. Alright, you heal up for a turn while we go chase after that camp. You start beelining down here, and that'll be it for now. We do have the tech for bronze working, so I'm pretty sure after this we'll build a spearman there. And I really do need to get another scout going here, so that's something to keep in mind as well. Zulu's denounced from Monaco. So now Monaco is giving us 3 culture per turn. And we were previously getting 6. So our culture per turn increased by 50%. And from where it is now, it's going to go up another 44%. So even though we were trailing in the race, I think there's a chance that we eclipse just in time. But of course, the people who are beating us out could actually be gaining in their culture as well, so maybe that's not the case. Alrighty, so here we go. Now the thing we have to hope for is we're kind of gonna approach this with the scout from this direction, just so we will not be seen, but we can still intercept a worker. And then we also have to hope that when we're sitting here, they don't happen to have an archer already produced. So we'll watch that guy's health once we end the turn. And unfortunately here I can't step and shoot, so we'll have to take a little zigzag, which is good. We'll get some visibility in case there's another barbarian in addition to the camp up there. Oh, whoops. I finished horses and I wasn't paying attention. I am so rusty. There's so many min-max opportunities I've been missing out on. I'll try not to let that get me down. Alright, so time to step up. Okay, so it was an archer as I recalled, and they do appear to be alone, at least for now. Alright, so let us start heading over here. We didn't get shot, that's good. And there's nothing there to steal. It's unfortunate we couldn't see this tile so we could heal up the scout instead of walking in and getting all vulnerable and such. Okay, library is done in the capital. That's very good. Science right now is up 20% as a result. That's very good. We are going to be going into unhappiness. How soon till our policy worker? That says 8 turns, but we've got this coming out in 3. So probably more like 6 or 7 turns. And then we'll have another worker, and the workers we have will be faster. The worker we get will spawn here probably, so you can come up here working on this citrus and stuff. So we'll have a couple citrus. Maybe we can find more trade partners in the meantime. Okay. So I'm thinking in the time... You know, it might actually be worthwhile to build the settler now, because it's going to take time to build it, right? And I've already got units over here. And around the time that I could plant it, I should have... Well, no, because this worker's going to have to take some time to get that citrus online. So let's just go ahead and build the granary first. I do want to start building military units. But that's something the expands can take care of, maybe. Obviously, if Shaka declared war right now, I would do everything I could. Although that's not the best way to handle it. Alright, 312.61. Alright, that's
Even brute
quite the discrepancy. Okay, so here's the expand, and if I'm not mistaken, our tiles were already set up for max production, so we don't actually have to reassign them just because we dipped into unhappiness. We do need to pick a new tech. We would definitely want masonry before philosophy, but it's a little too soon for philosophy, actually. It's kind of nice that we're not on the water. We don't have to worry about these techs just yet. And I do want to get drama and poetry online as soon as possible. Once happiness is stabilized, we can just start growing here and then set up a... So I think what I'll do is I'll probably do masonry and then philosophy and then drama and poetry. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh dear, dear, dear. Okay, so the... Oh no. How do we capture that? Because this is going to be shooting at us. And then... Because he can see us there. Alright. So if we stay within range of capturing the worker probably will leave. Well, it will not. But then we're going to have to take time to heal. And we can't heal any place that we could capture the worker, because then... Oh no, that's not good. That is not good. Alright, it's unfortunate my warrior's on that side of the river, but we'll just have to manage. Okay, so... Alright, and he's ready to buy another horse, that's good. Oh, a couple more horses, perhaps. Alright, and then we'll just sell them this 2 for 3, just to make sure we get all of his gold. Because if he only wanted one more, he wouldn't accept buying the last one for 1 gold per turn. Oh, cool. A new trade partner. This is very good. Right around the time we're going to start backstocking citrus. It's good to have as many. And it's also good to have as many civs as possible by time Shaka does declare war, if that's what he chooses to do. Now this is interesting. The archer did not attack me. Okay, so we'll just come here and wait. I think this city will probably build the second scout, just because the production bonus we're going to get from this forest, we can spit the scout out in no time. Alright, it's unfortunate we got attacked, but even with the river, this flanking bonus should finish him off. And we are good. So that's really fascinating that the archer withdrew rather than taking a shot. I just hope that the archer doesn't continue to move on this hill. I don't actually know how the AI functions that way. There we go. Alright, so that's good. Good, good, good. Right now I'm contemplating making peace. We're about to get a policy worker as well, so that's something to keep in mind. So I am glad I'm doing masonry. Maybe I just have this worker start... I'm kind of holding off developing the city just in case it gets taken. And because until we have happiness online, there's just no point in growing this to the furthest extent. So yeah, right now I'm trying to decide whether or not to make peace with Kathmandu at the moment. I really can't see designating a unit. Well, you know what? If Kathmandu's already making units, and I'm going to be making military to keep Shaka at bay, I should probably stay at war with them just so my units can get the practice. Because you only get so much. I forget what it is. It's either like 1.5 levels or 2.5 levels. You only get so much experience from fighting barbarians, but these don't count as barbarians, so I do think it would be worthwhile. We're on the hill, so chances are we'd be able to withstand the attack from both of them, which means we'd also get upgraded. We could retreat, heal up. So yeah, that's kind of a blessing in disguise. I'm not sure why the AI did it that way, but I'm grateful. Alright, so this says we should be able to finish him off, and that's fantastic. Okay. So, things are going good. However, Shaka did just get Statue of Zeus, and that, if I'm not mistaken, makes his military stronger at attacking actual city tiles, so Orleans is that much more at risk. Let's go ahead and build a spearman. We'll get to the library very soon. Keep in mind, my general philosophy is that a library is not worth it before 4-pop because it's the exchange money for science is just too lopsided. But okay, so, and we'll have our policy worker in 3 turns. It says, and it's probably going to be more like 2 turns. And that'll pop out here. He can go straight to work on those. This guy's kind of got all this under control. Alright, so our scout is nuked. He didn't get prompted for an upgrade though, but that's okay. He'll heal up to full before he takes any more damage. So we definitely just want to get this worker out of here, but where would it go? I probably should just go straight to the marble. That way I can justify expanding here. Yeah, he's making citrus. The policy will make citrus, and yeah, so let's go ahead and get started on a settler. I think that's the right call. But let us see. That's 19. That's almost 20 hammers in 6 turns. Yeah, same. Okay, let's just go with the gold as well. And then once happiness has stabilized, we'll also buy that banana tile. So for what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and withdraw the archer since it is a scout and can move quickly. Him I'll just heal up right here because I'm kind of looking to take a settler over there. Alright, so that's not bad at all. Got very soon we'll have 3 workers and the rate at which they work will be increased. So that's just good overall. This guy's got his work cut out for him though. He's got to come here. We'll probably go to the cotton next because we should have it by then. Yeah, definitely. And then maybe the sheep, and then by then we'll have the deer tile probably. So here we need to select a construction project. Let's go with scout. And since this is the turn we're taking the forest down, bam, scout will be out next turn. Let's go ahead and move that scout there. Unfortunately, there's river here, so this is going to take up a full movement, but I'm going to move this worker over there, get started on the marble, I think. You heal up, my brother, and on we go. Alright, so this feels like we're making progress. I do need to start spending a bit more attention on military.
How happy are those?
Alright, so we get the cotton tile, we get the masonry. You know what? I'm gonna, since this is ready now, I'm gonna have this worker work on this. Because cotton here, marble here, it's gonna be the same either way, really. I mean, over here we do add a hammer, and it's gonna be a little more valuable in the long run than the extra. I think it's gold I'd be putting here. But since this guy happens to be here, this guy can free up and go to the. Because like I said, I'm trying to hold off on developing the city too much. Its tiles are so great it can grow to pretty extreme lengths naturally. We don't actually have to be putting in the work on it. Because we don't know if it's going to fall to Shaka yet. I don't want it to, obviously, but... Okay, so... the fact that we do... I think it's premature for the wheel. It's kind of premature for philosophy and drama and poetry as well, though, actually. Alright, he's building a spearman. That's good. Maybe I build a spearman here. We do need both of these cities to get started on libraries soon. So let's just go for philosophy and look at what it would take, because the workers are going to have the happiness stabilized very soon, which means we should be able to afford these cities growing, and then by the time these libraries are finished, things should be good. That's a tentative plan, obviously. If Shaka gets Shaka, listen to me. You can definitely tell I play Hearthstone if I'm calling him Shaku. Okay, so yeah, that's my thoughts there. We got to move one of these. Obviously, we want to move the full health one. I want to go get some more visibility over here, as well as around all of Shaka's holdings. So that's going to be the plan there. And then that way this guy is free to heal up on that tile. I wasn't paying too close attention, but I'm assuming with two military-esque units occupying the same tile, heal was just not an option at the time. Okay, and I did kind of want to check into how we're doing on the race. Oh, we're actually in the lead now. Okay, so those will have the lead. That's very good. Alright, so here's our policy worker. All the workers start working faster. Very, very, very good. We're going to have duplicate citrus in a moment here. Things are going quite well, if I do say so myself. Heal up. Do I need him to heal one more turn? Don't need him to. Let's, he's a scouty type. Let's take advantage of that by kind of double scouting around Shaka. Yeah, like he can come down here, and with the archer up here, we'll get this cloud covered here, and then maybe they both... I don't want the archer going too far, because we are spreading ourselves a bit thin for what military we have, and that's if we didn't have a hostile neighbor, which we do. So I got to be very careful about how this gets handled. Okay, this is all Monaco, so no need to worry about Kathmandu. They're both very similar purple. This is more of a blue purple, ever so slightly. You know, if I had noticed that, maybe I would have not healed up over here. I would have moved into the city tile, because then he'd be perfectly healed. No matter. Alright, he's just about fully healed, but I still want to keep him in the area. I'll probably start moving him down, just for added visibility. Yeah, because this is a hill. So maybe I should have done that from the start, but that's okay. No camp spawned here, so... no longer friends with Monaco. So we're not getting the culture boost there, but assuming we can actually stay on the lead, only 4 turns to go, probably just get him back as a friend. It's... Oh, okay, they have silver. Alright, so I guess it wouldn't be too bad. I was going to say, we missed out on ally because those things did not overlap. But it wouldn't have mattered. We already have silver, so it's not like we would have gotten extra happiness. And as you can see, as quickly as that friendship faded, the happiness would have been fleeting anyway, so it's just as well. Okay. So yeah, once the science game's rolling, probably beef up the military and then start working on culture, because it is looking like... Well, I shouldn't say it's looking like, but as France, we probably would be looking at a culture victory anyways. Alright, so it's saying to settle here. I mean, that's not a bad idea as far as keeping the empire contiguous. The problem is okay, the governor would want to expand here first for sure. And then I would have just 2 growth, no production. Whereas if I settled here, which was what I was looking at, This would be my only worst tile. So as much as I don't like taking away the jungle on such a late expand, I'm thinking here might be best. First tile growth would be here, second would be there, and that's fine. So either way, we just got to start heading off in this direction. So let's just do that. Okay, some visibility and him showing off his might. Alright, we are at the coast. Kind of wish I had moved my second tile here just for the added visibility. I mean, clearly it's coast, but... Alright. Production in the city. I already built a granary. And I do believe that all of our happiness is going to start coming around real quick here. I mean, bam, bam. Yeah, we just jumped up 8 right there. So let's start playing for that. Here we can just trade the citrus off straight up. We don't have truffles, and we don't have access to truffles, I don't think. So that's just free happiness. And for that reason, let's go ahead and buy this tile and work it. It is time for all cities to grow, because we have the room for it now. Okay, so this does mean production is going to be a little slower in all cities. That's unfortunate, especially in this one. But keep in mind, we are production focused, so every time we do grow a citizen, we're just going to scoop up a couple free hammers there. For this reason, I think I will go ahead and build a spearman here. We can get it out quick, and then it will just be in a better spot overall, I think. Looking good. Looking good. Okay, so now he can come over and start dealing with the marble. He'll get the sheep, and by the time he's done with the sheep, the deer will be ready, and then I'll start building a road. And once he does these two, he can come over and one of them can lay down a road. Looking pretty good overall. Should probably have somebody turn this into a farm just because it's plains. Plains farms are very awesome at this point in the game, I think. 2 food and 1 hammer is a fine tile yield. Let's just get the... I figured that's what we'd find, but I want to be complete. For that reason, I'll have this guy come down. That way the actual scout can focus more on proper scouting. Basically, since this is an archer, I'll have him pick up the slack of whatever the actual scout does. That way the scout can keep moving. And because we do want to continue to find more trade partners, simply because we're going to have a lot of citrus. Okay, just radaring, making sure it's safe passage, and this spearman will be out soon enough. So, alrighty, things are looking good. That is past the half-hour mark, so I want to thank you all again for the... Oh, you know what? It's not. I was looking at... I jumped the gun. I am so sorry. I'm not eager to get out of here. I looked at my recording software. I saw the number 30, but that's the frames per second that I'm recording at, so... That is not the time spent. Okay, so border growth there, as well as citizen growth. I could go straight for the banana, but we're kind of making up for lost time science-wise. Oh, and I do got to keep in mind that we are about to plant another city, so yeah, we'll keep things relatively... I mean, it's still growing very fast. Yeah. And I think 4th pop I'll put on the marble just until the library's finished in this city. Because the city's going to continue to grow pretty quick anyway, so... Alright. Kind of sticking to the coast, okay. It's an interesting find. Yep, get started on that sheep, because once we get to 3 pop, this is going to be a very good tile. 2 food, 2 hammers. Much better than 2 food, 1 hammer, obviously. And we do have some iron up here, and we have iron within range of this city. But the governor's not going to want to take Wooded Hills right away. So it'll be interesting to see how we go about managing that. There's not enough resources here to justify another city. And it's really only in reach of Orleans. So at some point we're going to have to buy our way into that. Maybe the citrus too, but I'm not worried about the citrus, obviously. Okay. Oh, so it is acknowledging that though it's not just this that would be a good settle spot. Originally I wanted to come here, but I am looking at this spot more and more. We get the good growth tile right away. Not much that we could do with it, but the first two expands would go, you know, there and there, so that's okay. We'd probably do one pop here, two pop there. It's hard to say. It might actually be worth settling here and then buying this tile. Nah, I don't want to buy tiles in this city. There's only, I mean, there's really only 3 good tiles. We're just buying it more for the bridge into the future, so maybe that's something I'll look at later. Let's come up here just for the visibility, make sure everything's good, because now we are past the half-hour mark. So, at the risk of sounding insincere, I want to thank you guys once again. The response has been amazing. I know you guys wanted the Civ 5, and as I look back, you know, there was really no reason not to. Life was busy, and, well, don't want to waste any more of you guys' time. Thank you so much for enjoying me. I hope you enjoyed this segment. I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.